I want to do a quick review of the of an airsoft version of a real gun. This is an airsoft version of the Taurus PT92. It's an official licensed version, but it is an airsoft gun, meaning it fires airsoft pellets, plastic pellets. And this is what it looks like outside the box. It's pretty good replica of the Taurus PT92. If you know anything about the PT92, it's a double action, single action, 9 by 19 millimeter parabellum. So it shoots 9mm. Double stack magazine, semi-automatic, short recoil action pistol, manufactured by Taurus in the former Beretta factory in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So this one is an airsoft version. You can tell it has orange tip, at least for the US. This is what they do. That way, when you're just playing airsoft, you don't get shot by somebody who thinks you're running around with a real gun. There's some basics about it. It's spring powered, so you don't have to put in a CO2 cartridge or anything. You just cock it like a real gun and press the trigger. It makes a sound. It shoots the pellets at a pretty good speed for a spring powered, 328 feet per second or 100 meters per second. The amount of energy it transfers for you geeks out there, it's 0.60 joules. The range for this, they say, is 85 yards or 78 meters. I believe it. I've shot it, but I think to get that range you'd probably have to use 0.20 or 0.25 pellets. That's the weight of the pellets. Now the mag capacity is 12 BBs, or the pellets, and it uses a shooting system called BAXS, or maybe just the initials, I'm not sure. And supposedly the accuracy is at 25 feet you can hit a quarter size grouping. And I'll do a demonstration of the accuracy. It is very accurate at, I think, 25 feet is kind of pushing it, but you'll still hit the target. I think for practice sessions, 10-15 feet is really accurate. It's actually at 10-15 feet, I think it's I can hit a bullseye with it, which is better than the pellet gun that I have. I mean the what is it? The .177 pellet gun that I have. So why am I doing a review of a fake gun when typically I review only real guns? Well, for training purposes, this is great. You can shoot these BBs, the Airsoft BBs. They're retrievable. I bought this for $34, so it's cheap. And the pellets I got 5,000 for about $11, both at Walmart. It's excellent just because it's a realistic racking of the slide, and you do have to rack it every time. But you can do indoor training. You can shoot this in your living room at a target. So what you can do is get one of those pellet traps, and I'll do a demonstration of that, and just practice indoors. So when you can't make it out to the range, or you want to practice every day, this is perfect for it. The BBs are retrievable, so frankly the 5,000 pellets could last me forever. A couple other things about this pistol. I don't think any of these, the slide stop or the safety or the takedown, I don't think any of those things are actually functional. I know they're not functional. The magazine, though, it slides out just like a regular magazine with the magazine release in the right place. It does have a hammer that cocks back when you cock back the slide, and you can see it remains in that position too until fired. If you do any sort of martial arts training, I just did a tactical knife class where, when confronted with a gun, can you pull out your knife faster than the person can shoot you? And if you are ready with the knife, I think if you're trained at it, it's actually true. You can bring a knife to a gunfight. And we tested it out where someone was pointing an airsoft pistol, unloaded, cocked, and you attack the person with the airsoft gun with a knife, knock it out of the way, and try to do a cut. Nearly every single time the knife was faster, because action always beats reaction. It takes a little bit of time to react to someone doing an action towards you, and that's the reason why you would use one of these babies for training instead of, say, a real gun, or dry firing with a real gun, with the possibility of dropping, your $700 handgun versus a $34 airsoft pistol, which actually makes a sound, so you know that the firing occurred. What else can I say about it? Okay, so the one thing that's not realistic, it does have a safety up here on the right hand side, and but it has everything else about it, though, feels right. And it's actually a metal slide here, and besides, if this orange tip were painted black, be careful, because people will think you will have an actual gun in your hand rather than a airsoft. So, for training purposes, if you're able to train every day with something, with a gun of some sort, your accuracy goes up on the range. Being able to hold steady, do the same sort of practices that you would with a real gun. Keep your finger off when you draw. Don't put your finger on the trigger unless you're ready to destroy it. Having that everyday sort of practice with a gun that's similar to your carry weapon is excellent. And it's cost effective, especially with the price of ammunition and the price of handguns and rifles going up. Airsoft has filled in a niche for replicas that are highly accurate as far as like the replica is concerned, down to the weight, the mag release, the hammer cocking back. I mean, all of those things they got right. So it's excellent for training purposes. And you know what? It's just fun. I mean, part of the reason at least for me, for owning guns, it's not just personal defense. It's just fun to shoot, fun to try to hit a target. But also, since I do practice it for self-defense, you have to practice. You don't want to be one of those people who never practices, and then the 1% of the time that something violent occurs, you're not prepared for it. You're not prepared with a combat mindset. You're not prepared because you haven't practiced enough. There's a story, I wish I had the exact details of it, but there's a story of this woman in South Africa, and she would practice every day behind her house in her estate, and what she liked to do was take out her pistol and shoot golf balls with it. And then 6 men approached her house. Her gun held 8 rounds, I believe. 6 men, they were having strife in South Africa. 6 men approached. She killed all 6 men with a bullet to the head, and so she had 2 bullets left over. that's the kind of everyday practice that you need to get accurate. And if you're not made out of money, this is a good alternative. You still have to go to the range, you still have to shoot a real gun, but the same basics of, you know, proper grip, breath control, sighting, acquiring the sight, and you know, below 15 feet, in my opinion, it's highly accurate, so you can go for the bullseye. So there you go. That's my review of the Taurus replica of the Taurus PT92 Airsoft spring-powered pistol with a metal slide.